Hi, I'm Dylan with a gift from nature. Congratulations on your purchase of your new dual functionality Deep device. Today we're going to be going over all the cool functionalities of the device and how to properly use it. Before I get started with the unboxing, I just wanted to go over the 1-year warranty. In order to register your warranty for your device, you're going to want to scan the QR code on the back, that first one there, A, or you can head on over to deeppods.com and register your warranty there. You'll have a serial number right here in order to register your warranty. When you jump into the box, you're going to have your Deep device, you're going to have a lanyard, and then you're going to have a charging cable for charging the device. Not all micro USBs are the same, they have different amperage limits, so it's super important to only use this device for charging it so you don't kill the battery. Also, when you first get the device, you're going to want to charge it for at least 30 minutes to give it a nice full charge before using the device. So the device is pretty simple. You only have 4 buttons on the front. Charging cable is in the back. The first button is the release on your 510. The circle black button is the fire button, and the other 2 buttons are your plus and minus buttons for your power output. Okay, so at the top of the device you have your 510 connection. Any 510 cartridge is compatible. You're going to want to screw it on there like so. The 510 connection is on a swivel, which is this silver button here. You can hold that in and fold the cartridge away when you're not using it. When you're ready to go, just press that button, it's going to fling open. To turn the device on, it's going to be 5 clicks. And you're presented with 4 bits of information here. You're going to have your battery gauge, your power output, which mode you're in. Right now we're in CBD, which is the cartridge, and then a puff counter. If you want to change your power output, you have the plus and minus buttons at the bottom to do so. If you don't like voltage, you can change it to wattage by holding the plus and power button at the same time. The device is going to go from 3 watts all the way to 12 watts. If you're in voltage mode, it's going to go down to 2 volts and up to 4.2 volts. It does have a preheat setting. You're going to press the button 3 times to activate that. It's going to fire the cartridge at 1.5 volts for 7 seconds just to warm the cartridge up. It will not burn it. You can press the center button to stop the preheat at any time. If you adjust your voltage to a setting that you really like, you can lock the device by pressing the plus and minus button at the same time. That way your voltage cannot be adjusted. This is also how you're going to reset the puff counter. While the device is locked, you're going to press the plus button 3 times. And now my puff counter is at 0. Okay, so that's everything for the cartridge. We're going to fold that away and jump over to the pod now. If you hold the minus button and the plus button at the same time, it'll switch over to the pod settings. You don't have to switch those over to use the pod though. You just need to take a hit of the vape and it's going to automatically switch over there. So just like the cartridge, you can adjust the voltage on the pod. Nice thing about the device is your voltage settings on the pod is going to be different than the CBD settings. So if this is at 2.8 and the CBD is at 2 volts, they're going to stay separate. Your puff counter is also separate since I'm at 517 puffs, but I just reset the puff counter earlier. Something to note with the device, you do not need to use that feature to switch from cartridge to pod. You just have to fire the atomizer you're trying to use and it's going to switch over to the mode for you. So if right now we're in vape because I took a hit of the pod. If I flip the cartridge open and start pulling on the pod, it's going to switch over to CBD for you. So you don't have to worry about burning the cartridge or the pod. It'll save those variable voltages and swap accordingly. Okay, so that wraps it up for the Deep device. Something I didn't mention in the close-ups is for cleaning the device, you're going to want to use a damp towel and do not let moisture get inside the device while you're cleaning it. It's going to contaminate the battery and void your warranty. Also, do not let this get into the hands of minors or pregnant women. Thank you guys for purchasing the Deep device, and remember, Deep, control your experience.